My name is Michal Friedlander and I'm the curator of Judaica and Applied Arts. What we have here are two Torah pointers, and a Torah pointer would be used in the synagogue when one wants to read from the Torah scroll. It assists the reader in the process of reading. Often families would give a Torah pointer to their community on a very, very special occasion. And for this, they sometimes would have an inscription on the piece. And the first piece that we have is from London, and it is inscribed to the Hornsey and Wood Green Synagogue, which is a synagogue which no longer exists, and is from a parents of a young man called Herbert Lewis Simpson. And they write that they're thankful that he returned from the Great War in 1918. So the piece itself was made in 1912, and we have the maker's marks, and they bought it at the shop at some point, and then had this inscription put on. And it's a very elegant, wonderful English piece and very comfortable to use. The second piece, that's here, is a very different style, probably came from France, and what is very obvious here that a piece was cut out and a huge chunk of silver was put in to make space for a nice big inscription. And the name, which appears very, very large in Hebrew letters, is the name Yehuda Farashi. Yehuda Farashi was an Algerian Jew who served in the French army, and he fell in action in 1914, shortly before his 29th birthday. And we have here the name of his father, who was Reuben, and Reuben was originally from Morocco, but then moved to Algeria, where he married and established a family. And Reuben himself was a shoemaker, so this would have been a very expensive gift for him to give to the synagogue. But you can see how important it was to him, and that his son would stay in his memory and in the memory of the community. But the question for us then is, why in a Jewish museum, why would we show these pieces, one from France, Algeria, and the other from London? And the point is that wherever Jews were living at this time in history, they were incredibly patriotic. And what we really wanted to show here is the fact that in the First World War, Jews were fighting against fellow Jews.